Welcome to Business Wit's Owner Insights from our Better Business Results Show. This is where business owners share the lessons they've learned from the School of Hard Knocks. Successful business owners are always learning from the mistakes of others. You need to learn from the mistakes of others. You don't need to make all those mistakes yourself. Last week we had a chance to speak with Chris Knierim. And Chris is the CEO of Stand-Up Success Leadership and High Performance Training. Let's hear what Chris has to say about what he's learned over the years from his business. So shifting topics, and we're going to put your entrepreneur hat on,
Okay.
because you're a somewhat of a solopreneur. I mean, you're your own business. You've got some people that you work with from a service provider standpoint, because nobody does it all by themselves.
Yeah.
But what are the top 3 lessons that you've learned about being a business owner?
Being a business owner, first thing is, what do I want?
What do you want?
What do you want? First, you have to start really with what is it that you want. And I think we discussed this before. So many people know what they don't want. Like,
Right.
no,
Well,
I don't want to do that.
I don't want that.
I don't want to do that.
I don't know what I want, but here's what I don't want. Okay, well, I don't need to know what you don't want. I need to know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then we need to go figure that out.
Yeah. So that's step one. As an entrepreneur, what is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to receive? What are the results that you're trying to achieve as a business owner?
I like to use the word definition of success.
Yeah.
What's the definition of success for being a business owner? Go on. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect because I actually taught the class in measures of success at one of the companies.
Okay.
So what is your measure of success? What is your definition of success? Are very, very closely aligned. So measure of success. What is that measure of success? How are you going to say, now I've been successful at my business? This is the result that I want to do. So you want to be very, very clear on that. And I actually struggled with this when I was...
Clarity's hard.
When I quit my job in engineering to become a stand-up comic, I knew what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to do that. And I had an affinity towards, making people laugh, but I had no clear result that I wanted to get out of it other than getting away from my other job. Well, surprise, surprise, I struggled.
You didn't get the results.
I didn't get the
results. You didn't even know what results you wanted.
Because I didn't know. Yeah. What a shocker. So we're talking about the most important thing is what is the result that you want out of it? And then your brain can go, your brain is really a goal-seeking organism. And if you have a goal or result that you're trying to get to, then it says, okay, how do I make that happen? You'll come up with your creative ideas. So first thing is results. What is it that you want?
What do you want?
You have to decide that. The next thing, I think you're going to know exactly what this is you have to take action. If you want to get any kind of result, you have to take action. You have to take a step and go, no, that didn't get me closer to my goal. That actually got me farther away from my goal. And now I have to do something else. Yeah. So you must take action. So the third one, which is they're all kind of correlated, is you have to take responsibility for your result.
You have to own it.
You have to own it. I made the decision to go in this direction, and I ended up in a ditch. I made a decision to go this way, and I'm on the pathway to success. You have to understand that your decision-making does that, and you're in control of that. What a lot of people do is they take action, and then something happens, and maybe it's external to them, and they go, if that guy only did this.
Well, so no excuses, right?
No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Responsibility, own it. You're not making excuses. They don't really help you much.
No.
So Albert Einstein, I'll go back. Albert Einstein, he has a little quote. I love Albert Einstein because he's brilliant. He said, hey, nothing happens without action.
Yep.
It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. You can't just sit there and wait for something to happen. It doesn't work that way, right? You have to take action. And when you take action, sometimes you're going to make a mistake. And sometimes it's not going to be the right action. It's not going to be the best action. It's not going to be, there's a whole lot of different things that might happen. And you own it and you don't complain. And if you're going to be responsible about it, then you will shift until you get it right.
So you get it right. So if you're focused on that result and you go, that didn't work, let me try something else, let me do this, you'll keep figuring it out until you get towards that result that you want. So I have another quote for you, Lynn, you'll like. So mine's from Teddy Roosevelt. In the moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing you can do is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing.
Is nothing, right? Because you'll learn from right thing and wrong thing. And sometimes we learn a lot more from the wrong thing than we do. We learn a lot more from our failures than we do from our successes. Because sometimes we get successful and we just think everything's going to be successful, and it doesn't work that way. We got lucky, or the planets were aligned, and it happened. But it doesn't always work that way. I really enjoyed that interview with Chris. It's clear that he's learned effectively from the School of Hard Knocks. And the first thing he said that he learned was to know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you can't get there. Identify what success looks like for you. Your brain is a goal-seeking organism. If If you know what you want, you'll recognize parts and pieces along the way to move you in the direction of your choice. But if you're unspecific, you might trip over the activities and decisions that could help you get to your goal, but you don't recognize it. So what's your definition of success? The second thing he said was take action. Albert Einstein said nothing happens without action. So what are you going to do to achieve the success that you want? Use your success definition to identify where to take action. Now, in the Make the Right Moves Forum, we recommend identifying and implementing 3 business improvement action items every week. And number 3, he said it's responsibility. Own it. Everyone makes mistakes. Be humble and recognize that you will too. Try not to make the same one twice. The opportunity for mistakes occurs more frequently whenever you're learning or trying something new. This is the natural learning curve. Trial and error, oldest learning tool in the history of the world. If you like the idea of minimizing your errors, then maybe your action is to get a little smarter with a book or a video or a coach. The key here is that if you own it, you can change. But if you blame someone else or make excuses, you can't change it. You can't change them. Own and change until you meet your definition of success. And Chris is a great friend and a terrific trainer, and I hope you found this helpful. If you would, scroll down and leave a comment for Chris. I work with business owners every day to make the right moves to win the financial rewards they want so they can live the lives they desire for themselves and their families. And when you make the right moves in chess, you win the game. And when you make the right moves in business, winning gets a lot easier.